Hey guys, Real World Prepper here. Another video for you. If you like the content that you see, please click that subscribe button right there. I'd appreciate it. Stay tuned. Okie dokie. So what is with the politicians, the U.S. politicians that hate the U.S.? How did we grow this culture? How did we grow a culture of, AOCs that are self-proclaimed democratic socialists? How did we grow a culture, of the, what is it, that E-man or Ill-man, Omar, that, whatever her name is, that Muslim congresswoman or whatever she is, calling Israel an enemy and then having to backtrack on that. And of course, Bernie Sanders, with his platform, and he just announced for a 2020 presidential run. I mean, when did this happen? I guess we've all seen little, if we've been watching, we've all seen little bits and pieces along the way, but I don't know, man. It got away from us. It got away from us. It's amazing to me, it's amazing to me, what this country was founded on, and the fact that we do offer as a country, our whole thing is, bring us you're tired, you're poor, you're weary, you're weak, etc., you're whatever, however the whole thing goes. But when did it, let me clip this thing on, you could probably hear me anyway, but when did it become wrong for you to be nationalistic, patriotic, and a Constitution believer, and believing in what this country was founded on, a Christian nation, but that was going to be separated from religion in such a way so that if you, an immigrant, come over, or even you, a homegrown person, believe something differently, you're allowed to believe that. I mean, no one's stopping you from doing it, but what has happened is everything else is okay, but the Christian, conservative, white man, startup of this country. I mean, I'm not to say it was without people of color, right? Not to say it was completely devoid, of non-Christians and things like that. I mean, I'm not naive, okay? I know that there's always been people of differing opinions, but when you found a country on certain ideals, right, and you adhere to those ideals, and those that come to this country and want to enjoy this country get to enjoy their freedoms as being a part of this country, but without imposing their value system from where they came from. That's what's so odd to me too, is that a lot of people come, to escape the crazy societies and value systems that bring forth those societies from where they come from, i.e. Muslim countries, for example, for one big example, but yet come and then want to force every American around them to kowtow to their whims and needs, or what they think are their needs, to be recognized as the culture that they are. It's like, that's not how it works. You can't go over to, for example, a Muslim country, and you and your family move in and start trying to force everybody and lobby the local government and everything else to Americanize things. You could attempt that, but it'll end up real bad for you. It's just, it's the weakening of our backbone, I've said it in other videos, America's back is broken. It is, it's broken. And it's not, we're wheelchair bound at best, as a country. The back's not going to heal. At best, it won't get worse, but we all know that's a pipe dream. I mean, it's going to get worse, you know. We're on this path. We're on this path that I think can't be stopped. I don't think it was meant to be stopped, you know. If you saw my video before this one, you know that the story's already written. The book has already been written. The beginning, the middle, the end. It's already been written. The trick is trying to figure out where you are on the storyline. We're on the storyline. Where are we on the storyline? I realize that generations before us, a lot of people, you know, when you read this in history books anyway, that a lot of people believed they too were right there, that their generations were going to be the ones to see the return of Christ and all the turmoil that comes with it, you know, and maybe we're wrong. Maybe our generation is not going to see it. I don't know. No one knows. No man knows the hour, right? That God's going to come, that Jesus is going to come back. But what if we're right? You know, I can't help but see with the super advancement of technology, you know, in the last 100 years. I mean, you know, we've gone exponentially further with everything, with not only the technology but the agendas and the evil, the outward evil in the world, and it is so just fast forwarded so quick, you know. I don't know, it's pretty amazing. But just random thoughts. I didn't really have an outline today, or for this episode I should say. I just something I was thinking about. I was scrolling through some news feeds here, and I'd set up and I'd got some notes out. I've got some different ideas that I'm kind of workshopping, and I thought I might try one. But then I just turned on the camera and thought, you know what, I'm just going to rattle off a little bit. So, I don't know, food for thought, real world prepper. You know, the thing about it is, as a, you know, I like to apply all of what I talk about in these videos to my title, real world prepper. And frankly, in the real world, as I've said before, you know, we all got these responsibilities, your everyday stuff you got to do, that people expect you to do, that, you know, you got to do for financial reasons. You got to pay your mortgage and take care of the kids and, you know, be nice to your neighbors and all that good stuff. And, you know, but then you also got to prep and be thinking about prepping. But you got to understand and pay attention to world events and what's going on and how things are just changing so quickly around us. That ought to be some indicators. You ought to use those as indicators as to where you ought to be, you know, along in your preparations, along in your overall plan, you know, getting right with God first, you know, and then, you know, getting in such a way, putting yourself in a position enough to where you can hopefully make a stand and take care of yourself, you know, and figure something out and be able to live beyond the breakdown that's coming, you know. So it is a real world thing, you know. Anyway, guys, thanks for the rambling. If you've stuck around this long, I'd like to add that my buddy Zombie Farmer on his channel, he's got a subscriber that is making him some t-shirts, and it's a really cool deal. It's a cool shirt. I like the guy. It's a great channel. I consider us friends. And he's selling the t-shirts on there. Go to this video. I forget what his title is. It's his last video just a little while ago today on the 22nd of February, and it's about 5:40 p.m. 2019. So go check his video out with the t-shirts and order one, you know, and subscribe to his channel if you hadn't subscribed. But that's a cool deal. I like it. Actually gave me an idea of maybe putting something together one day in the future. But anyway, talk about that later. Thanks. This was Total Ramble. Thanks for letting me do it. I enjoy you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And I'll catch you next time on The Real World Prepper.